Welcome back to Impact Fam. We are talking TikTok again, and we're coming up on that deadline. So, this is from CNBC. China would rather see TikTok US close than a forced sale. And this is what I've been saying, that those laws that they changed, think about the strategy. Do you think it's in China's best interest to sell the US TikTok? They don't need the money. They don't need the money, the power, the leverage. They have all the leverage with like mental health for 100 million users of TikTok. Do you have any idea what's going to happen to the mental health if a sale doesn't go through? If US TikTok shuts down, I just don't know if I see, oh, stop. No thanks. Stop trying to spam me. Like, I don't see people wanting to leave that kind of attention on the table. I mean, these companies really want to buy TikTok because it's just such a huge money pull, money grab. But maybe the strategy is really never to sell in the first place, to make it seem like they want to sell, or just to play like, oh, well, Trump didn't give us enough time. We can't sell it this fast. And, we changed the law for exporting X, Y, and Z, right? They changed the law about selling goods and selling like the outsourcing these types of things to foreign countries. A law that hasn't been updated in like 10 years or something like that. Let's get into this topic because from a political strategy standpoint, if you want to really fuck with people's heads, you don't sell. This is just my look at it. It's like, why would they want to sell? Do they really need that money? Do they really need the money? Or can they use this as a power play to keep this away from people and then build more dissent against Trump and against, more divisiveness in the country and more despair, as if 2020 hasn't been a hot mess enough. Beijing opposes a forced sale of TikTok's U.S. operations by its Chinese owner, ByteDance, and would prefer to see the short video app shut down in the United States. 3 people with direct knowledge of the matter said on Friday. Jesus. ByteDance has been in talks to sell TikTok's U.S. business to potential buyers, including Microsoft and Oracle, since Donald Trump threatened last month to ban the service if it was not sold. Trump has given ByteDance a deadline of mid-September to finalize a deal. And at the time of filming, this is September 11th. So, yeah, we're coming up on that. It doesn't seem like anything is any closer. Let's see here. So, Chinese officials believe a forced sale would make both ByteDance and China appear weak in the face of pressure from Washington. Yep. The sources said, speaking on condition of anonymity, given the sensitivity of the situation. ByteDance said in a statement to Reuters that the Chinese government had never suggested to it that it should shut down TikTok in the United States or in any other markets. 2 of the sources said China was willing to use revisions it made to a technology exports list on the 20th of August to delay any deal reached by ByteDance if it had to. China's State Council Information Office and its Foreign and Commerce Ministries did not immediately respond to requests for comment sent after working hours. Asked on Friday about Trump and TikTok, the Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhao Lijian, apologies for butchering that, said at a regular press briefing that the United States was abusing the concept of national security and urged it to stop oppressing foreign companies. Well, TikTok is literally Chinese spyware. All right, ByteDance is directly linked into the Chinese Communist Party, and they have already been caught pulling information from clipboard. Remember, like when you copied something to your clipboard, TikTok could read that. So they've already been scraping information and data. Plus, they have all this facial recognition and the filters. They know everyone. They know they know where you live. They know what you like. They know what you follow. It's just like Facebook. These companies make money off their data. So it's a national security risk. It's a huge national security risk. It's a national security risk for companies like Facebook and Google, but at least they're American companies, but we're so deep in that already. We got to keep ourselves safe as people, as the public. Reuters has reported that TikTok's prospective buyers were discussing 4 ways to structure an acquisition from ByteDance. Within these structures, ByteDance could still push ahead with the sale of TikTok's U.S. assets without approval from China's Commerce Ministry by selling them without the key algorithms. And if you know anything about algorithms, that's where the money is. That's the proprietary data are the algorithms that actually run the app, that make it optimizable, that make people get hooked on it, that increases usability, that targets people better. ByteDance and its founder, Zhang Yiming have been caught in a clash between the world's two preeminent powers. Trump last month issued 2 executive orders that require ByteDance to sell TikTok's US assets or face being banned in the country where the app is hugely popular among teenagers and everyone else. It's not a kids app. For anyone that thinks it's just a kids app, you're living in the dark. It's not a kids app. Not the way kids are using it, that's for sure. US officials have criticized the app's security and privacy, suggesting that user data might be shared with Beijing. TikTok has said it would not comply with any request to share user data with the Chinese authorities. Beijing has said it firmly opposes Trump's executive orders and on August 28th moved to give itself a say in the process, revising a list of technologies that will need Chinese government approval before they are exported. Experts said TikTok's recommendation algorithm would fall under this list. So in other words, you don't get the algorithm unless we approve it from the Chinese government. So, hey, you can sell this, but you're not getting the algorithm. And everyone's like, fuck. So now we need Chinese approval. Well, you're not getting it then. Chinese regulators said last week the rules were not targeted at specific companies, but they reaffirmed their right to enforce them. So obviously this is a play by China to not sell. This is leverage. Well, you don't get our algorithm because the companies that want to buy TikTok want the algorithm. They want the whole thing. They want the US division of TikTok, but they want the US division of TikTok. They want it with. But I do understand from a company standpoint, forget the politics aside, I do understand they don't want to give away the algorithm because the algorithm is the shit. But at the same time, if you can't operate in the US, then having the app or ByteDance having US TikTok that's shut down the US, it's worthless. So what do you think, fam? Because we have a situation in which China obviously is deeply ingrained with ByteDance and TikTok. This is factual. Okay, if you have a company in China, you are plugged into the Chinese Communist Party. So they literally manipulated the situation to ensure that if they sell, that you don't get the algorithm. I don't know exactly. I don't know if TikTok is even worth anything if you don't get the algorithm. Like, what are you getting? Just user data? What are you getting? Just the app? You don't know. You don't have the algorithm on how it works. You have to build that from the inside out. I mean, you're not gonna be able to recreate that if you don't have the actual algorithm. So if you're not getting the actual thing, it's not going to be worth the same. And a company might not want it if they don't have the algorithm. And if you're going to have all this red tape and all this backup, I really do think from a political standpoint, with everything with the virus, with everything with the tensions, with everything with the election, this is just a perfect storm. I don't think that China is going to sell. I don't think a company is going to want it without the algorithm. You're not going to want to buy a shell. I mean, there's so much attention in TikTok, and Trump already dug in. So, Trump's not going to back down from this. He's going to double down or triple down or go all in because it's going to make him look weak. And I think this is going to create even more divisiveness, and it's going to create a lot of mental health issues and a lot of, man, if they pull TikTok, the way, and there's another article that I'll probably be covering soon. There's another article that just talks about the mental health of kids, and it's so bad right now. And if you think you're going to pull away TikTok and take away all their followers, all their likes, all their friends, their enjoyment, this is going to be really savage. You're going to have a lot of suicides. You're going to have a lot of kids falling into this fucking bad depression. So I hope this turns out well. But what are your thoughts? Drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Check out the Swolenormous Procast sessions. Check out all the other Impact vids here. And we'll talk soon, fam. Peace out.